Hey everyone, so just kind of charging up my runes right now. These runes, I of course have said before, I've created by sawing off a branch from a tree and then slicing them to pieces, um, painting them, and kind of soldering, wood burning rather, and carving them into these little chips of wood. And you might notice that there's pieces of paper and tea light candles. The pieces of paper have different virtues that I personally hold, significant in my own path: oneness, acceptance, peace, love, wisdom, strength, constancy, life. These all of these things are virtues, and they are things that mean a lot to me. And I'm kind of burning incense and have these tea light candles, and on top of these virtues written on pieces of paper. And I kind of scattered my runes in between and around. And it's kind of a random scattering. It's a little bit of a reading when I start to look at these pieces of paper. But I'm allowing them to be charged by me focusing on them, kind of interpreting a little bit, and having these candles, these incense, and these virtues right below them, so that they're kind of charged with, the energy that they really need in order to, remain connected to me. Because you want your runes to be connected to you. You don't want your runes to be kind of something that just gathers dust in the corner, because that's when they start to really lose their magical and spiritual potential, in aiding you in divination and in rune casting for spells, or using them as talismans, which you can do all these things with. And we have to remember that the runes, the Elder Futhark is what I work with, but the Norse runes are not only, well, they're not even originally for divination. They are different primordial spirits, different aspects of reality, like Berkana, which means growth, like Eowas, which means communication between dimensions, which is kind of like defense as well, defense along this communicative stream. Or we have Isa, which is ice, which is stasis, which is that which we build off of. Or we have Lagos, which is flow, the flowing nature of things, and them allowing to move from one state to another. We have Ansos, which is calling upon the gods, and really casting oneself in relation to the universe by contacting the gods. Then we have Inguz, which is fertility, which is in childbirth, the fertility of the land, the ability to reproduce. Oros, which is strength, primordial strength especially, specifically primordial strength that really started at the very beginning and allowed everything to really manifest as individual things. And then we have Otara, which is separation and kind of the significance of one clan from another, one tribe from another, and it being kind of your home, your physical home, which is also kind of your tribe, I guess you could say. Even if it's not like a physical place, it's a physical identity in a way. Then we of course have sorry about that. We of course have Tewaz. Tewaz is the rune for Tyr, but it also means a spiritual warrior, not just regular warrior, but spiritual warrior. That's that which endeavors to go beyond what one is and evolve as a spiritual being. We have Perth, which is initiation, which is kind of a cup on its side. Perth is kind of to do with one's beginning along a path, and also has to do with luck and kind of how one starts off. We have Gebo, which is partnership. The taking up of not necessarily arms all the time, but of unity, of combining of forces with somebody else. Usually it's between two people. It can be between more. Redo, which is journey, which is very much associated, with Thor a lot of the time. It's part of his sigil. Redo means journey in the sense that we have this path that we must walk because it is before us, and we don't really know how we got here exactly, but all the universe has been composing us in a way, and we have to walk this path that we're on. We have Hegels, which is disruption, which is attributed to the cosmic seed, that which develops, that which originally started this expansion of the universe and can create an expansion in ourselves. So I've talked about most of the runes now, but I just wanted to give you a basic description of kind of why I have runes on my shrine, slash altar on these, pieces of paper with different words like wisdom, strength, love, constancy, acceptance, oneness. And why I have tea light candles here, because I thought it was worth explaining and, kind of worth getting into. I hope this has been interesting. If you have any, runic questions, or asking what, you want to ask why I use the Elder Futhark, it's the oldest, and I prefer it because its spirits, or its primordial spirits, are very, defined. Well, I guess I already answered that question. Then maybe you don't want to ask that question, or you want to know why I have Hindu gods behind my runes, and why I have these English words on pieces of paper, or why I have the Buddha over there, and then I have Odin and Thor over there, and then I have avatars and yogic masters right above, and then there's a lot of things going on here. If you have any questions about that, or about the runes, hopefully about the runes, because I love talking about the runes, especially when that's kind of the point of the video, or magical charging, how you charge your runes, I can answer that. And hey, I really appreciate you watching. If you liked any part of this video, hit that thumbs up down there. It really helps the channel, and I will see all of you in the future. Thank you very much.